Okay. So, you weren't normal, you weren't natural, you weren't the way you were supposed to be, blah, 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 and therefore you can't love yourself. And every time you try to be born, which is what getting your SAG card is in the industry.
Birthing something, right.
Birthing something. You go, I'm turned around. I can't do this. Happy birthday.
Now, the reason that I laughed when you said because the way you interpreted breach was turned around, right?
I knew you were going to
right?
go.
You knew that, right? Was the reality is you were born into a world that was turned around. A world looking from the form, the effect, to tell me what I'm supposed to be. Right? I wait until I will. How many say, when I make some money, then I'm going to give some money away? Right? We wait. We say I'll wait until I have the effect, until I can do the thing. Right? When I really fall in love, I'm going to have some wild sex. Right? And
Dr. Harry.
Right. And we wait. We wait. Right? And therefore we wait. Right? And then we wonder what happened to our dream. Right? Because we're waiting for the world to give us permission to come into our dream. We're living in a world that has it backwards. It is not wait for the world to tell me it's okay. It's for me to create it in consciousness, to know that I am harmonious creation, and that harmonious creation itself will create it in me, as me, through me, in the right and perfect moment, so long as I am present in being harmonious creation. Do you see it?
What she was doing even in that moment of birth was going into reaction around what the world vibrations were giving her at that time. Instead of, there's somebody on the planet, I'm sure, that's going, I was breach, I was special. I'm a really cool dude, We're always in that moment of creation. And we were talking today, another really important point that you need to get is to, and you've heard it in all the scriptures and be childlike. When you are like a child, you have no expectations. You're totally creating in the moment. You don't care what anybody thinks until you start hearing the adult, outside yourself language that starts manipulating you into believing how it has to look. And that's why so many students today, so many young kids, that you're hearing about ADD and ADHD, they're going, I ain't playing by your rules anymore. This stuff doesn't work anymore, dude. I'm in my moment. I don't want to sit at a desk. I want to sit on the floor and color. And the rest of the world's going, well, I don't know how to deal with this. Give them some medicine. And they're literally coming in to change our expectation and remind us, you got to let go of the rules. You have to live in the moment. That's my take on it anyway.
So let's look at it in terms of our lives. So we have a goal, whatever the goal is. So let's say the goal is I got myself in some legal hassles and I want to get out of legal hassles. My goal is to be free of all my legal hassles. And then so what we do is typically we wait for the world. So what does my attorney say about what is the situation? What does the last judgment say about the situation? What is the court date of the next situation? We wait for the world to tell us how we're going to be free of our legal deal, right? And then so we wake up in the morning, we do our prayer. I know there's one power, the power is perfect, the power is the perfect life of God. I am spontaneous creation, power is perfect, the power is the perfect life of God. I am spontaneous creation. How the hell is this going to happen today? I haven't even called my lawyer hasn't called, right? And we go right into all that we lose the reality of what God has given. And the reality of what God has given is stated in what the psalmist said. You all know the statement, this is the day the Lord hath made, and I am rejoiced and glad in it. But that's not how we live our lives. We live our lives coming from, I know how last night was, so I know how today is going to unfold. As a matter of fact, many of us write our lists of I'm going to do this and this and this, and my day will be about clicking the things off of the list. And so I have zero innocent perception about the day. In which case, I have given no room for harmonious creation to do anything other than what I've already directed it to do.
Which means you're not in the moment. You're already out of the moment.
You're out of creation.
Because you've already planned it.
Right. Now, at the same time, we could say, well, wait a minute now. I work in the world. I have appointments tomorrow on my calendar. I do know what the context of my day is going to look like. For example, I know tomorrow, Thursday, I will be here. I will be here most of the day. Right? So I know I will leave my home in Topanga, and I will drive here, and I will be here most of the day. And then I know I have an appointment at 11 o'clock, and I know I have an appointment at 2 o'clock. But the reality is I have no idea what's going to happen in the appointment at 11 o'clock. I have no idea what's going to happen in the appointment at 2 o'clock. And I have no idea what's going to happen in the hours in between. I simply know where I'm going to be. I don't know anything about the content of what's going to unfold in that day. Right? And if I am present in harmonious creation, I have brought back the innocent perception. All I have given is the context of the day, and I have left harmonious creation to be the creator of whatever it is the content in the day.
Which takes away all the fear.
Do you see the difference? Right? Once I begin to see, oh, well, wait a minute, I'm not going to be I am harmonious creation and not be in the world. No, I'm going to be harmonious creation within whatever the context of my life is, but I'm going to keep my innocent perception about what's going to happen inside this context. Right? And then hopefully the next time I go to create context, I'll create an even larger context. Right? Okay, I'm going to go to Spirit Works on Thursday, and I have no idea what the miracles of Thursday will be. And I'm going to create the innocent perception and the consciousness of harmonious creation in a willingness to receive miracles. Which means I'm going to have to let go of all of my, well, how could that happen? That couldn't happen, and this couldn't happen. Because as soon as I do that, I leave the moment, and I take myself out of the stream of harmonious creation, and I go into personal will creation. And I have only one question for you. How's that working for you?